Here we go. You came across a question, maybe an interview question or your capacity planning team meet. Your consultant came with a question like this for you, or your client has a question for you, something like this. You are a database consultant or a database administrator. Question: what are the TempDB configuration recommendations in IaaS, infrastructure as a service, with respect to Azure SQL Server? Say capacity planning meet. It's one of the basic activity we should be aware of. What is that again? On my screen, you are configuring a VM, okay, a virtual machine in Azure. And during the VM configuration, you are planning to deploy SQL also. I mean SQL Server also. And you plan to have this SQL Server deployed for public internet access with proper login password and Azure Active Directory authentications. Question comes in: what is the best method or the best practice, recommended practice for TempDB storage? There are 4 options. Do you want to share data drive, log drive, local SSD drive that was configured as a part of your VM? This one, friends, okay? Here it is. And 4th one, a dedicated separate drive. This is a costly affair, but better performance. Dedicated drive. Better performance if there is bulk load activity. For bulk loads, this is the best option, separate drive. If, for example, we are in a ETL admin environment, there are good amount of bulk load activities, and this is the best option. Separate drive, dedicated drive is always better for TempDB. If it is a regular OLTP environment, a real-time environment like online banking, online reservations activities, online stock market, live temperatures, anything live, then this is the best option, log drive for TempDB. Here it is. We tested this multiple times in our sandbox, and here are the simple straightforward recommendations. Separate drive, bulk, data engineering, ETL admins, bulk activities, log, regular OLTP activities. Remember that. How do we understand this is the best one? Simple logic. TempDB and log file are good friends. Remember that. Really, they always, go together. They carry forward our activities together. For example, you are creating a database. Say you are creating an index. You are creating an index in your regular SQL server, local SQL server, or your on-prem, non-cloud, non-Azure SQL server. What we do? We say sorting operation in TempDB, right? For example, something like this. Assume an Amazon database or any other database of your choice, and you have a table like this. Create table name, okay, a small table, and you would like to define index on it. Yes, we can do create clustered index name on table name, as usual, on table name, and in brackets parenthesis you can give column name. When working with big data, we usually say with sort in TempDB equal to on, right? This one. So what we are doing here, we are sorting the data in TempDB instead of memory. Where is memory? Operating system. Say one of the capacity, RAM. I mean, once again, here it is, friends. Where is memory? Yes, we are talking about the size, right? We are talking about the size 4 GB RAM. I am having only limited amount of RAM. So terabytes of data, few GB of RAM, I need to use it very cautiously. So what I do? Sort in TempDB on. That's the first point. Okay, remember that. You can execute the same in VM also. It works. It works the same as is. For easy understanding, I was showing you in on-prem, local, or say your non-Azure environment, non-cloud environment for SQL Server. And what's the first point now? I don't want to overload memory. So I would like to sort in disk. Okay. So where is our data now? Disk. Data is in disk. Next. Apart from the data in your particular disk, one more important thing. Apart from this disk, we have other important item. Go to TempDB. Back to our actual question. What we prefer? I said separate drive for bulk loads. If it is regular OLTP, I said log preferred. Why? Because log is anyway auditing your activity, right? Log is auditing what is being indexed, when it is being indexed, how it is being indexed, and the details of the B tree, binary tree, the result of the index. So log knows everything. If TempDB is also sitting along with the log, then TempDB is doing sorting activity, log is doing the auditing activity, side by side activities, less IO exchange or less data exchange, less IO. Then the question arises, why don't we use data drive? Yes, you can use data drive, but again there is a danger of fragmentation, because I can't mix everything in data drive. It's very, very cautious, very precious item for me. So if I am mixing actual production data with temporary activities, there is every possibility of fragmentation. Fragmentation increases, my query performance decreases. We know it. We are DBAs. So what we do? Go for either separate drive or log drive. Any of them. Yes. Did you get my point, please? I'll wait. Mic with everyone. Anusha, Sushma, Prabir, Sahid. Yes, please. I'll wait. Are we getting my logic, please, everyone? I'll wait, please. I'll wait.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sorry,
Yes,
the
sir.
last option is not visible, right?
Yeah, please tell me, Kamali, please tell me. Yes.
Yeah, I can see that now. Thank you.
Okay, fine. Maybe like on top, you see one zoom option, sister, that you have to maybe maximize it or minimize it. Somewhere here,
Okay, sure.
you see
Thank you.
one zoom option, somewhere here actually. Okay, zoom option. Maybe that you can adjust it. Yeah, fine. For
Sure,
better.
thank you.
Thank you. Yes, one me, Wasim, are we getting it, please? Shiva Shankar, Sahid, yep, please. I'll wait.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
can you explain one more?
Great, surely, why not? Yeah, pleasure. Yeah, let's see.
Yes, sir. Thank
Apply
you.
it, Sahid. Yeah, sure. Yeah, Wasim, are you getting it, please? I'll wait. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
great. I'll continue. Yeah, Anusha, here it is, sister. Once again, very simple. Very simple. What is indexing? Indexing means pre-sorting the data, right? Here it is. I'll just give you the notes like this, otherwise. Simple and straight. I'll show you the notes. What is index? A mechanism to pre-sort the data for faster search, right? That is what indexing means. By default, sort area is memory. We can also use TempDB. You remember this, madam? Anusha, you are in our core DBA classes.
Yes.
You remember this now?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, the same thing we are doing here. But one more extra item here. So what is TempDB doing now? Logging, right? TempDB is doing log activity. And initial starting of our classes, we learned something called log. You remember? Data
Sir.
file floor, log file, CC camera. You remember?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's it. So log file is monitoring. TempDB is sorting. If both are in the same place, faster operations, right? You got my logic now. That's it.
Yeah.
Yes. What if it is getting separated? Yes, for example, you are mixing data file with TempDB, then there is every chance of fragmentation. Come on, friends, we know fragmentations, everyone, please. Earlier classes, fragmentations, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Index reorganize, index rebuild issues. You remember that? Higher fragmentation,
Yes, sir.
performance problem.
Yes.
So that danger is there for data drive. And if you are using local SSD, let me tell you the danger. Local SSD means VM's local SSD. This one, this drive, local drive, this one. That is operating system, right? OS is using it. OS is very, very busy operating on it. I don't want to mix operating system. I don't want to disturb operating system events or operating system activities with my TempDB activities. It's not good because my operating system has its own priority compared to SQL Server. So, recommendation log drive same as TempDB, OLTP, or log simply say TempDB, separate drive for TempDB. Separate drive highly recommended if you are using bulk inserts, bulk loads, warehousing activities. If not, log drive should be fine. Double advantage, less cost, right? Less cost. We are not having a separate drive now. Less cost, number one. Number two, better sorting, better, faster temp activities. Yes, any questions here? Let me know. This is the answer to the question now. I'll wait. Great. Let's continue. So yes, where we are right now, we are in the event of performing deployment. So number of TempDB data files. That's another interesting item. Come on, friends. Any idea? What is the ideal number of TempDB data files? Yes, come on, please. We are into Azure DBA. We are going to be database consultants, senior database administrators. These items will be in our fingertips by end of our classes anyway. You take regular SQL Server. In regular SQL Server, have you ever noticed during installation of SQL Server, if you go to system database screen, you see multiple TempDB files. Did you notice it? If you have 4 processor nodes, automatically in your TempDB, automatically in your TempDB, 4 files will be auto created. Did you observe it? Something like this? Anytime? Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, please check it. Okay. Try to refer to the things carefully once again in your local SQL server. Okay. Right click server properties, go to processors, and here if you have 4 processor nodes, then 4 TempDB data files will be auto created. Same thing, we need to do it manually here. That's the logic. Now how to decide Very simple. Go back to the basics first. Go back to the basics page. Here, how many processors we are using? 2 virtual processors, right? So we need to configure 2 TempDB data files. Are we getting it, please, everyone? I'll wait.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's it. So TempDB, if it is share the log drive is shared, but it's a database, right? The database requires files. There's no exception for it. So 2 files. Default size 8 MB, just like your regular on-premise non-cloud environment. Log file, again size. Only 1 log file is enough. Okay. Multiple data files for TempDB. Same as your on-premise, equal to the number of processor nodes and 1 log file. So answer to the question, to make it clear again, let's get straight answer to the question here. Yes, where we are now, our actual question few minutes back. I'll just write it here to make it more simple and straight. Answer number 1, use log file or log file drive if the workloads are majority workload. Simply say if the majority workload is OLTP, and use dedicated temp drive if the majority workload is data warehouse, ETL and bulk loads. Example, Synapse data loads or Spark data loads from Databricks or ADLS data loads, or we have something called Lake database data loads, etc. from Fabric. Microsoft Fabric loves Lake databases. So these are all ETL techniques, ETL environments, different types of storage, ETL storage. Those ETL storage are mainly for bulk activities. Go for dedicated temp drive in your VM. And one more thing, number 3, use same number of data files as that of your processor nodes. What does it mean? Here it is. If you have, or if your image has, if your VM image has 4 vCPUs, okay, virtual CPUs, then use 4 TempDB data files. 1 log file is enough for TempDB. For user databases, recommended to have more than 1 log file. But for system databases, 1 log file should be fine. Anyway, let me tell you the reason. Anyway, reason here, system databases, TempDB is always in simple recovery model. This is the actual reason. Getting it, please, everyone? TempDB is in simple recovery model, so there is no point having multiple log files. No need to invest our space. Money is important. Are we getting it, please? I'll wait. Please, are we getting it? Simple recovery model, minimal logging. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Makes sense. Thank you.
Fine. What are the other recovery models we have? Do you remember our core DBA concepts? Full and bulk log, right? Full, bulk logged, simple. In simple, minimal logging, minimal auditing. So no need of multiple log files. Okay, this is the actual answer to the question. From here, we need to continue the next item. Let's continue the deployment, testing step by step. I shall wait for some more time to address your questions and we'll continue.